Wednesday, October 14th, 1942. In the early evening, Mayor LaGuardia calls a press conference to point in particular to three manifestations of the sheer derangement that is threatening the nation's sanity. First, a front-page Chicago Tribune article, datelined Berlin, reports that the 12-year-old son of President and Mrs. Lindbergh, the child believed to have been kidnapped and murdered in New Jersey in 1932, has been reunited with his father at Biergarten after having been rescued by Nazis from a dungeon in Krakow, Poland, where he had been held prisoner in the city's Jewish ghetto ever since his disappearance, and where, each year, blood was drawn from the captive boy to be used in the ritual preparation of the community's Passover matzahs. Second, House Republicans introduce a bill calling for declarations of war against the Dominion of Canada should Prime Minister King fail to reveal the whereabouts of America's missing president within 48 hours. Third, law enforcement agencies in the South and Midwest report that the so-called anti-Semitic riots of October 12 were instigated by local Jewish elements working as part of a far-reaching Jewish conspiracy intent on undermining the country's morale. Of the 122 killed in rioting, 97 have been identified as Jewish provocateurs seeking to deflect suspicion from the very group responsible for the disorder and plotting to take over. And plotting to take control of the federal government. Mayor LaGuardia says, "There's a plot afoot, all right, and I'll gladly name the forces propelling it. Hysteria, ignorance, malice, stupidity, hatred, and fear. What a repugnant spectacle our country has become. Falsehood, cruelty, and madness everywhere, and brute force in the wings waiting to finish us off. Now we read in the Chicago Tribune that all these years clever Jewish bakers have been using the blood of the kidnapped Lindbergh child for making Passover matzos in Poland, a story just as nutty today as when it was first concocted by anti-Semitic maniacs 500 years ago. How it must please the Fuhrer to be poisoning our country with this sinister nonsense. Jewish interests, Jewish elements, Jewish usurers, Jewish retaliation, Jewish conspiracies, a Jewish war against the world, to have enslaved America with this hocus pocus, to have captured the mind of the world's greatest nation without uttering a single word of truth. Oh, the pleasure we must be affording the most malevolent man on earth." And we will pause there.